week. O.J. Simpson's dead. Anyway, let's get on with this. This is what we got. You see, I don't think that is up there all the time. It says the star of the week is Chase Mittal, so I wonder if maybe he got his Eagle Scout or something. We'll probably find that in here somewhere. But first of all, front page, the Geisinger Clinic celebrates 50 years. I wouldn't have thought it was that long ago, but anyway, just glance it down. It says the clinic began when Dr. Bill Harvey joined forces with his brother James Harvey and fellow local physicians, Doctors Giller, Nartaudis, and Macaronis. I don't remember that one. But yeah. Anyway, there's you around here. You know, that's the clinic that was behind the hospital. Okay, we got Paragon Ragtime Orchestra returns to the Roland. They're going to be there April 20th and present a special centennial performance of Buster Keaton's classic silent film, Sherlock Jr. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming since it's his orchestra, they must show the film and they put the music behind, you know, how the old silent movies had the piano and stuff. That could be fun to see. The Morris Township Sewer Authority. Hey, Morris Township has found a reason to hit the front page instead of just the police report. Of course, it has to do with sewer. Seems fitting. Let's see, they got new leadership. New leadership, but saga continues. Bozovich ousted as solicitor. Mark Rushneck calls for the Attorney General. Who's really looking out for your toilet? Well, it sounds like Morris Township is having a lot of problems. They're in deep doo-doo. We have the Rush recap. Looks like they're still talking about the solar thing. Will the solar company clear cut Route 504? Public meeting set for May 7th. If you want to go to Rush Township and talk about that. Tyler Grube wants a different driveway in Linwood. Some people avoiding change in use requirements. I don't know what that is. I guess if you're a property owner in Rush Township, you better find out. County transportation planners to look at Pine and 322. And what would you like to burn? So that's all the subheadings under the Rush report. If you're interested in any of that, go get your own paper. Let's see. Oh, page 2, we have advertisements. Over here, okay, there's a whole nother page of showing. I'm still talking about Geisinger. I'll just sort of throw that up there. Maybe you can see some of these must be like pictures from when it first opened. And, you know, this claims to be a newspaper, and even though it doesn't say anything, I'm willing to bet Geisinger put out a few advertising bucks to get front page and a whole other page talking about them being there for 50 years. What do we got over here? This must be okay. No, this looks even more interesting. They're, you know, that thing about the Paragon Ragtime at the Roland. Well, there's the orchestra. So it's more than just a guy with a piano and a couple of drums or something. Yeah, it seems like it could be a good night's entertainment. Okay, what do we? Oh, here we go. Police report. It's looking amazingly short this week. Security checkpoint results. They policed a checkpoint in Center County. The results were vehicle stopped 28, DUI arrest 2, traffic citations 18, warnings 32, other arrest 1. PSP will conduct additional sobriety checkpoints in the future and reminds the public not to drive if you have been drinking or used drugs. You know, I kind of have to wonder about the constitutionality of that. They are stopping people to see if they've committed a crime. You know, whatever happened to like unwarranted search and seizure and being secure in your self and property and all that? Does it make sense that you can be walking down the street and a cop just grabs you and I don't know. Anyway, that's me. Next, not very churchy. Police responded to a domestic dispute on Church Street in Morris Township. Following an investigation, a 60-year-old Morrisdale female was cited for harassment, criminal trespass. Rusty Mains of Lance was charged with criminal trespass for going onto a Redenbach Lane property he was told not to be on. Rear-ended. PSP Rockview responded to a 2-unit crash on I-99, which Wilbur Weller of Morrisdale was slowly driving due to weather and was rear-ended by Alexander Makeda of State College. Maceda's vehicle was towed by Half Moon Towing, and Weller was able to drive from the scene, no injuries. And that is, I mean, that's the entire police report this time. Usually it's much longer. Happenings on April 13th, the Episcopal Church in Phillipsburg is having a free lunch from 11 to 1. The Phillipsburg Revitalization Corp on April 27 is having a spring fling. So for all you flingers out there. And there's a Central PA Civil War Roundtable. It's over in State College on May 7th. No, I guess they're having speakers talking about the Civil War of all things. Here's a County National Bank announces their 2025 calendar photography contest. Let's see what kind of pictures they're looking for you to submit. Pleased to announce the launch of the contest with the theme Artistic Angles in the Arts. This theme encompasses a wide range of artistic mediums such as textiles, sculptures, architectural buildings, music, painting, dance, and more. Participants are urged to unleash their creativity and think outside the box. This one actually sounds interesting because, you know, usually it might be something like animals or, you know, fall colors. I don't know what but to just say, go out there and find something you find artistic and put it into a photograph. Let's see, it says residents from all skill levels are invited to submit up to 2 photos. The window is from May 6th through June 28th. So starting May 6th, basically to the end of June, you have to send in a photograph. On July 19, 12 winners, including 1 best of show and 12 honorable mentions, will be chosen. The announcement of the winners will be made on Tuesday, August 13th. Winning photographs will be featured in CNB Bank's 2025 wall calendars, which will be distributed to customers. The contest is established by CNB in 2023, I guess. Photo submissions are being accepted on CNB Bank's website beginning May 6th. So you submit them online. Up to 2 photos. For full details, you go to the CNB Bank website. But yeah, that occurred to me before they said that just started in, what did it say? Yeah, just in 23. Yeah, they've been doing, I imagine all banks do. They've been doing the thing with the calendar for years, but it was, I don't know if they hired somebody or how they did their photos. That's kind of interesting to just open it up to people of the area. And of course, it's a lot cheaper than hiring a professional. Okay. Hotstell Revitalization has upcoming events. Annual litter cleanup. A rummage sale on June 28th. Hotstell Days is July 25, 26, and 27. I believe they usually do a pretty good festival up there. A fall street decor event. Gobbler 5K. In November, the whole day 5K run. On November 16th, by the way. So, Chad Jr., if you're in town on the 16th, I know where you'll be. There's going to be a Christmas street decor event. Bids for pavilion needed. So if you are a pavilion builder, they're looking for you. And a book about Hotstell. In an effort to fund these events, they will promote the sale of a book called Hotstell, My Hometown and Yours. Okay. Next page. What do we got? We got sports, which if you're interested in the sports, I'm sure you know everything that's happened before this comes out at the end of the week. Well, this is like state news here. The House Republican Appropriations Committee offers reform bills following budget hearings. You can look that up yourself. I'm not reading it. Bunch of, again, there's a full page of this, so I'm not going to go through and read all the, but you got your outstanding kids in various things, it looks like. It says Scholastic and Athletic All-Stars. So if you think your kid or grandkid might be an all-star, you'll want to find somebody that has the paper that you can take the cut the picture out of and promptly lose it. We got the honor roll. Again, not going to read a full page of names. But by the way, might I say, on a side note, nephew Toby will be on that page one of these days because his report card's always quite amazing so far. Well, we're all proud of him because he always gets the great little notes talking about how helpful he is and how he is a role model for the rest of the class. So totally different than the kind of notes I used to get on my report card in elementary school. Here's their old photo of the week. It's 1925, Front Street in Phillipsburg. Oh, here's that star of the week. Chase Mittal, a life scout in Houtsdale. Recently completed his Eagle service project. Yep. So that's why it had the Boy Scout symbol on the front there. He improved the pavilion at the Hillard Memorial Library by adding steps to access the pavilion. He also raised enough money to complete the project. Actually, anybody who does get Eagle Scout, I know everybody knows that's like the highest they can do, but it is impressive because for their project they have to come up with an idea and get it approved. They have to raise any money that is involved, like for this, the materials he had to get, and they have to supervise the work getting done. And of course, they'd also have to, when you're doing a project in town, you're going to have to go to the municipality and get permission and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, I mean, I will not make any fun of this kid for being the star of the week because he's earned it. Let's see. We have the Ontario Grouse Championship was held last week at Blackmashannon. Check next week's paper for a more complete roundup. Okay, now, you guys, I don't know if you know me. I'm not a huge outdoorsman, but I did grow up out here in the sticks, so I know a few things. But correct me if I'm wrong. We've got a picture here of the Ontario Grouse Championship. And let's see, there it is. Guys, from what I know, them ain't grouse. You know, grouse is kind of a little bird that makes an awful lot of noise when it takes off. Well, that's the ruffed grouse, the Pennsylvania state bird, by the way. If you're ever walking down a wooded path and a grouse decides to jump out of the brush next to the path, it can scare the proverbial heck out of you. Anyway, that's the whole paper. Again, back page. There's always good old hometown. So, oh my, 20 minutes. That was a long one. Nothing much left to say, but peace out. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you next time I decide to come here and say something.